The supplies for card making is going to be over here. You guys have larger scrapbook paper and vintage wallpaper. You guys have some construction paper choices. You have your tape, and then the templates for your guys' text. And then this I will hang up on the board, but when you guys are cutting out your own stuff, this can be helpful for the size if you just want to get some generic sizes cut out to lay over your card. The size of the tag board that you guys are using, or the card stock, will depend on how you guys want it folded. You could have it this way, you can have it sideways this way, you can have it a little bit longer and fold it this way. So you guys will be folding your own paper once you take it from here. If you do cut scraps, please put them back into this Ziploc instead of just making a pile. So larger sheets over here, small pieces over here. If you put it in here, it's fair game for everybody else. So once you guys cut your pieces of paper, you guys will be ready to start placing them. But I don't just glue this down because I think that's where I want it. I want you guys to organize everything. So you need to have at least 2 different textures. So I have smooth and textured. So I have 2 textures. Now I need at least 3 layers. So I was kind of thinking maybe I wanted to do something like this, but then I thought about changing it up a little bit and doing a different piece of black paper behind it, which I already lost. There it is. All right, so I'm gonna arrange this the way I want it first. Putting my layers together. Because when I put the Mother's Day over the top of the text, it just didn't stand out enough. So I want another layer behind it, okay? So there's option 1. And then I was trying out something a little bit different with my layout. Maybe I wanted something like this behind it, or I could move this on top of it. So I just freehanded this. So if you guys need to change the shape of your pre-cuts, that's perfectly fine. You guys can cut out whatever shape you want. So I can put it above, below, behind. I'm just gonna go basic on this one and put a border behind it so it shows up. So the first thing I'm gonna do is get my tape ready. Okay, this is kind of like the whiteout rolls. Make sure that you guys don't lose this lid. It needs to go back over the top of it. But you're going to get it as close to the border as you can and just run it over the top. So I'm just applying pressure. Okay, now once I put this on the paper, there's no moving it. So hover it over the top, make sure your card is facing the right way. Hover it over the top. Eyeball it into position. For those of you that want to be really precise, you guys can measure. Okay, now I'm doing this pretty quickly for the video, and that right there is going to bug me a lot, so you guys might want to measure. So I'm going to get my next layer, just going around my edges. Making sure it's pressed down. And then I would repeat that process for my next 2 layers.